on ambition, vocation, and mission. Ambition is about what I become. Vocation is what others become because of me. And mission is when we live out the calling and the vocation that we have. Let me explain to you. In the gospel, may ambition itong dalawa. Si John at saka si James. Magkapatid po ito. Anak ni Zebedeo. Gusto nila sa langit, upo yung isa sa kanan at yung isa sa kaliwa. They must be interested with authority. And wala namang masama siguro doon. Even Jesus did not take offense at that. Ako, mas gusto ko nga may ambisyon yung mga bata. Di ba nung bata tayo, tinatanong, anong gusto mong maging? They are expressions of our early aspirations. It's important to nurture a sense of becoming. The desire from our young age, encouraging them to reach for their future dreams. Mas nakakatakot nga yung mga batang walang ambisyon. Bahala na. They seem to be lacking in terms of what they want to be. Or they're not sure about their future. Or are uncertain that could stem out from their lack of confidence, or they are overshadowed by hesitation or fear. Parang hindi sila naniniwala na kaya nila. When I was young, meron din po akong ambisyon. Ang ambisyon ko, gusto ko maging pare. Gusto ko rin maging kamukha ng tatay ko, accountant, trabaho sa bangko. Gusto ko rin po maging doktor. Sabi ng nanay ko. Pinasukan ko po lahat yun. Nag-entrance exam ako ng pre-med sa UST. Pumasa naman po ako. Kumuha na ako ng apartment sa Manila, sa mga pinsan ko. And then suddenly, pumasa po ako sa seminaryo. Later on, so I followed the vocation or my ambition to be a priest. And these dreams spark a passion in me, filling my heart with the excitement and the drive at that young age. Hindi naman po bawal yung mangarap. Huwag po ninyong pagbawalan yung mga bata kung ano yung pangarap nila. Huwag nating maliitin. Ang engineer, hindi ka man masipag, paano ka magiging engineer? Ha? Gusto mo maging arkitekto, hindi naman maganda yung sulat man, paano ka mag-arkitekto? Gusto mo maging doktor? Paano ka magiging doktor? Hindi mo man binabantayan ang lola mo. But maybe you have to encourage them in a positive way. Wala naman kasing bayad yung mangarap. Dapat ang mga bata may pangarap, may ambisyon sa buhay. Ask them, what do you want to be? What's your ambition? Huwag natin pag-usapan yung nakaraan. Mabuti pa nung kami. No? Our sense of preference is always about the past, the glorious past. But that is ask, hindi naman sila. Let us not require them to be like us. Let the question sink in their minds. What do you want to be, to encourage them about their future? In time, they will find clarity. Never underestimate their dreams and ambitions. Encourage them to aim high. Do not impose your own unfulfilled ambitions on the young. Avoid passing on our own dreams or failures or dreams of the past. Siyempre, gusto natin sa mga anak natin maging kamukha natin. Kung doktor, siguro mas maganda kung doktor din yung mga anak ninyo. Kung may negosyo ka, parang mas maganda, itutuloy nila yung negosyo mo. Salamat sa Diyos. Pero minsan, unconsciously, pinapasa natin yung pangarap natin, unfulfilled sa mga bata. Alam niyo po, minsan, may isang tatay. May nakapagtrabaho po siya sa Saudi. Maganda yung trabaho niya sa Saudi. Nung umuwi siya, pinagdala niyang pasalubong sa mga anak niya, mga flying airplanes, mga aeroplano. Wala pa pong drone noon, wala pang drone. Ano pa lang, yung mga remote control na airplanes, medyo mahal po yun, panahon natin. Remote control na airplanes, wala pang drone. So, nilalaro nila kasama ng kanyang anak. Galing siya sa Saudi. Nung nagbalik na sa Saudi, yung mga aeroplanong laruan, tinago niya sa cabinet. Nakasalamin. Nakalock. Hindi niya pinapalaro sa mga bata, baka daw masira. Alam niyo po anong suspicion ko? Maybe those were his childhood dreams. And he just brought them to satisfy his own unfulfilled desires. Baka hindi yung mga anak niya binibili niya ng aeroplanong laruan. Binibili niya yung kanyang, the child in him that were not fulfilled. Let the young express their own dreams and ambitions. Don't project your own aspirations upon them. While it's important to remember and celebrate the glorious past, we must also encourage them to dream about their unexplored future. Let them take ownership of their ambitions, allowing them to have their dreams, to aspire for their daily efforts, and give them meaning to their sacrifices. When ambition becomes their passion, it will propel them to forward with purpose. Kung minsan mga bata, nabibigla ka in their simplicity. They have their dreams. Mabibigla ka na lang sa mga achievements nila. I hope you don't mind. May kaibigan po ako, nung mga bata sila, lumaki silang pinagmimisa kong ganito sa community nila. Yung pangalan ng bata, Deo. Kapangalan ko pa eh. And nag-aaral siya, nakita ko siyang lumaki. Kuya niya, Paulo naman, Paulo. Dalawa silang magkapatid. And then I'm so surprised. Ngayong hapon, pinadala yung mami niya, yung graduation nila sa Lasal. Valedictorian, summa cum laude po siya. Law yata. And I'm so surprised ng bata. Tahimik lang niya. And now, I'm very happy for him and the family. And maybe that kind of dream was born out of the concern and love and celebration of encouragement of the family, which he mentioned in his speech. When ambition becomes passion and propels them to move forward with purpose. Ang nakakatakot kasi yung when they live in a comfort zone. Alam niyo yung comfort zone? Dito na lang tayo. Okay na lang ako. Pahiga-higa na lang ako. Total, mayaman na yung papa ko, mama ko. I will just maybe be flying with their own success. Makikisabay na lang ako sa tagumpay ng mga magulang ko. Even the disciples of Jesus had their own ambitions. And so He called them to fulfill their own dreams beyond their own personal stories, like James and John, the sons of Zebedee. Kuminsan, mga bata kasi, wala na silang pangarap. Nakakatakot yon. Narinig niyo yung kwento, yung teacher, tinatanong niya mga estudyante niya, anong gusto niyong maging? Anong gusto mong maging? Phil? Ma'am, gusto kong maging doktor. Phil, bakit? Kasi gusto kong makatulong sa kapwa. Wow. Ikaw naman, Edwin, anong pangarap mo? Ma'am, gusto ko pong maging lawyer. Bakit? Gusto kong makatulong sa kapwa. Anong gusto mong maging? Rick? Gusto ko pong maging soldier, masandalo. Kasi gusto ko rin pong makatulong sa kapwa. Galing mo po. Si Pedro, yung anak na medyo pilyo, matigas yung ulo, sabi niya, Pedro, ikaw naman, anong pangarap mo? Ma'am, gusto kong maging kapwa. Anong kapwa? Para may tutulungan po sila. Wala silang matutulungan, mga doktor, mga kaklase ko. Kung walang kapwa, walang matutulungan ito eh. Maganda ng pangarap niya. But, the second part of ambition is not about you anymore. Sa kapwa. It is about defining ourselves about somebody who can be changed because of us. Vocation is the matured expression of ambition. Una, may ambition ka. I want to be. Ako'y magiging doktor, ako'y magiging accountant, ako'y magiging manager, ako'y magiging piloto. The transformation is in me. But vocation is, the transformation is in others. Gusto kong gawin ito para makatulong ako sa community, sa aking mga kaklase, sa ating bayan. Vocation complements ambition, shifting the focus from oneself to others. In the midst of ambition, a vocation is born. It is a higher calling. Pwede kasing gusto ko lang maging doktor para sa sarili ko. Ako na lang yayaman. Gusto kong maging engineer para sa sarili ko. Ako na lang ang suswerte. Gusto kong maging ganito, pero ako na lang ang makikinabang. But when you see your calling, your expertise, what you do best, and you are helping others, it must be a call from God. A higher calling that goes beyond personal gain and self-interest. We see this every day. Ito, totoo po nakikita ko to, mga kilala ko. A doctor may volunteer for medical missions. An architect may help design a church. An engineer may lead the construction of a community center. A businessman and a lawyer who might regularly set aside their time to share their reflections about the gospel. I think that's more than their ambition. I think that is already God's calling for them. Vocare means calling. It's the call that is often silent. Hindi mo man naririnig. Wala mang boses. It's something that is audible. No one is telling or commanding you to do so, but instead you follow your heart. I call this that something within. When your ambition may lead you to achieve something that is immediately as a call, as a goal. Gumraduate na ako. I'm already a professional doctor. I'm already a professional accountant. I'm already a priest. But true fulfillment lies in following your heart to serve others. That I am because of you. That I am because of me. Samuel 1 Samuel 3:10. Eli, a prophet, trained a young Samuel. He helped him recognize the call of God because after 3 times, may tumatawag sa kanya, Samuel, Samuel, Samuel. And then Eli said, it's God calling you. Just say, Lord, speak. Your servant is listening. I hope for us, we do not only help the young to discover their ambition, push them further to realize the vocation beyond their ambition, beyond their profession, beyond their expertise. Like Peter and his companions, they were fishermen. That is their work. That is what they do best. And yet Jesus called them to become fishers of men. That is already vocation. And vocation is realized when we have a sense of mission in life. Mission is the response to the call. While vocation refers to being called, mission involves being sent. The mission represents the essence of that call. It encompasses our daily work and service, shaping our daily life. Our tasks and responsibilities are part of our mission wherever we are sent. Ito po yung action. Mission is the action, it's the everyday life, where the rubber meets the road. It's the reality that works and happens. It embodies sweat, flesh, and blood of vocation. Represents the fulfillment of an ambition and call. Our daily activities, what you do every day, is an expression of your mission in life. That's why we wake up in the morning. Tumatayo tayo. In mission, it is not because you have to, because you want to. Hindi mo lang ginagawa ito dahil obligado ka. May boss ka. May sumasabing gawin mo to. Ginagawa mo to dahil gusto mo at ito ang iyong mission. The circumstances, the call of the moment, our experiences can define and guide our mission. While we may have the same vocation, it can be expressed in various roles and responsibilities. Naalala ko lang, may kasama po tayong pare dito sa Pampanga. Naging pare po siya dito sa Pampanga. And then, nasa seminaryo siya, then later on, naging obispo po siya sa Pampanga, na-assign po dito sa Angeles. Tapos po, naging po siya, obispo sa Caloocan. And then ngayon, na-elect po siyang maging cardinal, no? Si Bishop Ambo David. Maybe he had this ambition to be a priest. And then later on, he has this vocation to be a bishop. And then now, the mission, the calling of the moment is to be a cardinal. Ang ating mission, nag-iiba. Kumisan, pag bata pa yung mga anak, ang mission natin, mapatapos yung mga bata. Pag-aral ang mga bata. Mapatapos ang bahay, lumagong negosyo. But later on, our mission, the call of the moment may change. What do you do best? Consider your gifts and your charisms. What current mission are you being called today to respond to? Kuminsan, in different phases of our life, nag-iiba yung panawagan ng Diyos sa atin. And we respond to the demands of the present moment that requires a relevant response. Meron po kong kaibigan, may anak po siya sa Iloilo, doktora. Doktora yung anak niya sa Iloilo. More than 10 years na siyang doktora. Maybe by this time, 15 years na siya ang doktora. Minsan po, bigay siya ng seminar kay sa aming mga pare. Kasama namin po yung mother ng doktora. Habang kumakain kami dito sa Angeles, dumating po yung anak niya. Nakipag-dinner po sa amin. Then tinanong ko, Doktora, di ba sa Iloilo ka nagpa-practice na doktora? Doctor? Yes, Father. Why are you here in Pampanga? Maybe Manila. Siguro may seminar kayo, no? Yung mga doktor, yung mga seminar. O kaya mayroon kayong updating sa Manila. No, Father. I really came here to visit my vocational motivation. Anong vocational motivation? Sabi ko, what is that? That's the first time I heard about it. What is vocational motivation? And then sabi niya, Father, nung kasing college ako sa Manila, talagang gusto ko ibang kurso. Ibang kurso. Kaya lang sa university namin, dinala po kami sa Payatas. Alam niyo po yung Payatas, yung lugar ng mga squatter noon. Doon po ako nag-exposure. And from there, sabi ko, hindi yata kailangan yung kurso ko nitong community mahirap na to. Ang kailangan dito, doktor. Kasi daming mahirap, daming may sakit, daming mga bata, kailangan nilang supervision ng doktor. So I shifted from that course to another course, yung pagiging doktor. And there, the birth of my vocation as a doctor. And that is my mission. Kaya lang, more than 10 years na daw siya sa Iloilo as a doctor. And the practice is very good. Nag-leave daw siya ng 1 year. Nagbalik sa Manila. Not for a seminar, not for an updating, but to go back to Payatas. Because I don't want to forget my vocational motivation. The very reason why I'm here. My mission in life. How about you? What is your ambition? And what is your vocation? What is the call of God for you? And how do you express it now in your daily mission in life? May God always guide us. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Together,